say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Carney. Snagged in the middle, it's Lanier. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Inside the 25. Keeps it and gets the first down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Line getting set on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Another incompletion on third down. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
To the air, it's Carney. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got an open man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where...
Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll move the tight end. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Looking to pass. It's Carney. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to run it. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Running to the left. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. 1st down and more. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
It's just so nice to have a signal guy who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Catch in the middle. It's Lanier. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Into the secondary on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The option look. Now the pitch. Turning it on. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
21, Nebraska, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's McClure. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cornhuskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hauls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Here we go. Ready.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Bell. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the ground, it's Ford. Powers through the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He gets a block. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house, great blocking, and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Carney. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Got the quick pass. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Third down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They booted away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll give it to Johnson. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Huskers can really attack on this second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Bell. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers will try to convert on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Carney. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication. And it can really...
He's going to go down and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo there.
And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. Oh, what a move. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Carney. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. On the run, it's Haynes. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. It's Bell.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They just keep firing. Why not trying to get it in? They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking to fire. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Husker! The offense cashing it in on that drive. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, have it, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The corners are walked up tight. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on throw, and that leads to the interception.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for a man. It's Carney. Bringing the heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pressure coming. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kick them in the face.
It's complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the beatdown pursue. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Carney. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College